Welcome, fuckers. Welcome to another shitty episode of The Shit Show, where we bullshit, we talk shit, and we get into some shitty situations. I am your host, Mr. St. Patrick. I don't know. I'm going to use something until I figure that out. Yeah. And today's guests are some dope individuals. Please show love to Ty and Tamir to the show. Did I say your guys' name right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How you guys doing today?
Brilliant, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, always. You guys ready to have some fun? Kick the shit?
Feeling good.
Sir.
Another fucked up show, but
Let's do it.
Just doing it until we get canceled. So, but for today's show, we got some our normal fucked up questions. We're gonna try to babysit some drinks today and then talk some shit in the process. Today, we're actually gonna try this Crown Royal Washington apple. Have you guys ever had Crown?
Oh yeah,
Crown Royal with apple.
Oh,
yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. So let's try it real quick. Yeah. Did you already open yours?
Crack it open, a little ASMR.
It's not that bad. It tastes a little watered down, but
yeah,
not too bad.
Was that 7%?
For a can, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, for a can, it ain't that bad.
7%.
Yeah, actually 7%. Yeah.
Yeah, they wrote that in big letters.
Man,
like,
yeah, you gonna see that.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that? The Fireballs, they actually are watering them down to like
Really?
the little shots that you get at the stores.
I honestly heard too. They got sued because it says whiskey on there, but there's no traces of whiskey in the bottles.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're drinking water.
You're drinking something.
Yeah.
It's not
But
whiskey.
If you get pulled over, you're still getting pulled over. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful on that. So before we start the show, I did want to point out some fucked up notes that was brought to me to help out our guest. The first one is if you guys are looking for some ways, some tips and stuff like that, give homeless people fake money. So when they get arrested, it'll reduce the number of people off the streets. And that way it'll help the system.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I tell you, these are fucked up notes. If family keeps asking you about having kids, lie to them. Just say your girl, had a miscarriage, so that way they'll feel uncomfortable about asking you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that would work.
Yeah. And then number 3 is save the business cards of people you don't like. So if you get in an accident, you accidentally hit somebody, you just put that card on their car and say, sorry, I'll take care of the damage. Just give me a call. You know what I mean? And then that way no one else is like saying like, oh, he didn't leave something. Like, He left his business card. And then number 4, if you're initiating a divorce, secretly arrange consultations with the best divorce attorneys in your area. And before choosing one and filing, once they have met with you, they are considered biased and will have to recuse themselves from representing your spouse.
So she can't even get a lawyer.
Win-win situation.
Gems.
I'm telling you.
Dropping gems.
Yes. Yeah, I like to help my people out here.
No, you got to.
Yeah. So to start off the show, have you guys ever sharted in public before?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think we all have, right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No?
Nah.
Oh, man. You've been eating good then.
That's a good life.
Yeah, it really is,
though.
yeah.
I had one almost slip out, but never full. Nah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like full on shart. It was just the fact that it was just like, it was like more than like warning shots. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like in first grade, man. It happened in class, man. It was a long walk to the restroom after that, bro.
The walk of shame.
Yeah. I think I was around the same time too.
Hey, the walk of incognito, bro. Nobody knew it, bro. And then made it to the nurse's office and everything, bro. Between me and the nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Take it to the grave.
I'm back. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Welcome back, Jimmy. Jimmy, boom, boom, Jimmy.
Let's go.
At 7'2".
Yeah.
Don't go in that bathroom for about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Perfect reason to bring on the shit show. And then the other thing too is Iesha wanted me to mention the fact that do you know a fart is actually like, your brakes pulling the shit? Or actually, shit, I probably just done fucked it up because she was saying that it's the brakes of a fart or whatever the case is from actually shitting yourself. Yeah. And then how do you guys feel when you see a baddie with an ugly dude?
Damn. Yeah, I'm thinking he must have a great personality or he got some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Yeah. Does that make you feel any type? Does that build up your confidence, or you think like?
In a way, it can. I mean, it definitely shows you that because we think beautiful women are looking for a certain type of thing, but you realize, oh shit, hold up,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than that, man.
Okay. And
I
then,
don't judge. I've been in that situation.
Yeah, elaborate a little bit. Let's break it down.
What you mean?
I mean, break it down.
I've been with girls that's out of my league before.
So you was an ugly dude in the situation?
I wasn't ugly, but I wasn't in her league.
Right. I get it.
Well, that's the question I'm asking. Like, if you see a bad dude with or a baddie with an ugly dude, like,
I mean, go ahead, bro.
I applaud him, man.
Oh, yeah.
I applaud him.
yeah.
You know what? One person I think about every time I get in that situation.
What's that?
He looking it up.
Yeah, he's googling RedTube right now.
Now you gonna see. You gonna like, y'all. You gonna like.
Yeah. While he's looking it up, are you guys expensive or cheap?
Depends what we talking about.
I'm frugal,
like just you
man.
and personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
frugal, man. Just for the purpose of big goals. Oh, that's how you feel?
That's his baby mama.
But-
So like, if he can do
I mean,
it,
Lil Wayne,
That is
he's
his baby mama.
aged terribly. Lil Wayne in his prime did not look like that.
my bad.
Yeah.
But that if
We talking mad charisma though in this
Yeah.
situation.
Oh yeah, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
but he
mouthpiece,
All confidence. All confidence.
confidence, swagger,
Yeah.
But it was
and
like,
one of the
it
greatest
was
rappers
early
of all
Lil Wayne.
time.
Right,
It's a
yeah.
one-on-one
I think it
situation,
was like 2000
That's what I'm saying. He didn't look like that when they was dating.
because that was what 2000.
Yeah, he looked. Yeah, you had the picture when they was dating. That third one right there, that's what he looked like.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't know why
It
I
was this
spaced
one right
out, but
here.
who is she married to now, or who was she married to?
Nipsey
Nipsey Hussle. I don't know why I
R.I.P.
spaced out.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah,
she
rest
was
in peace.
With, Wayne.
Yeah, that was his
Yeah, they had
first
a baby together.
Yeah, first
That's
baby.
wild, and they got a baby together.
Yeah.
They had a couple kids
Nah, I
Yeah.
think just like one.
in 2000. Yeah, in 2000. Oh, it was born on. Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah. Huh. Crazy. And then what's a red flag in a relationship?
Ooh,
I can
there's a
have a
lot.
couple, but that's for y'all though.
Definitely if she's in a rush.
Yeah.
You know, definitely if you could tell that she's in a rush and like you could tell she's really just trying to hurry things up, settle down, maybe
Yeah.
because she got a situation. That's definitely a red flag for me.
Oh, okay. And for you?
Listen to the past relationship stories. If
Oh, yeah.
she's telling the stories and it's making it sound like the guy, it was all him, it was never her, that's a red flag. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
like no accountability in any type of situation.
I don't like the masculinity, and I don't like the loudness. You know what I mean? If they're really loud, it's like tone it back. Like you know, let me be the alpha. You know what I mean?
Baby,
Whoa.
I'm a grown man. Don't do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, don't do that.
Yeah.
My girl likes to grab my butt.
I bet you.
I don't mind all that. You know what I mean? Just
I don't, but I'm beginning to get used to it. It's a
Uh.
form of affection. Why should I hate on her?
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Showing
Ma'am.
affection.
Is there a point that you guys allow red flags? Like, do you have a number? Like,
Oh yeah. Most definitely. As far as a number though, I don't really quantify it. But yeah, you know, it's like give and take.
right.
You know,
Like, if she look good, you're going to give her like, it might be a
most
6 flag
definitely.
situation.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
you don't get past 6, we good. Type
6
of
flags.
yeah. So let me
Yes.
ask: would cooking or cleaning, like if she doesn't know how to cook or clean, is that considered a red flag?
No.
I wouldn't say a
Well-
red flag, but it gotta be some type of, what else you offer? What else you
Yeah.
bring it to the table? Because it's not
Well,
that.
So let me be a dick. Let me be a misogynist a little bit in a sense, because the fact that nowadays women don't really cook or clean. You know what I mean?
We
So,
losing recipes.
and then not just that, what else do they have to offer other than the goods? You know what I mean? Other than the box.
That's what I say all the time.
Being
and
a
I don't-
mother, you know, I mean,
But I think that changes
definitely-
things just as a woman itself.
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
mother, I mean,
Yeah.
I stay out that lane because the fact that let a mother be a mother.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I believe that men and women are not equal. I hate the fact that we're trying to
Facts.
push this feminism and everything else. There's feminism and then there's feminists. There's two separate things. Let a woman be a woman. You know
That's
what I mean?
Right.
Let a mother be a mother. Stop trying to like, combine the two. Like men don't have babies. Men are not supposed to have babies. Like it's,
Certain things.
Yeah,
Certain
yeah.
roles.
And when going back to the whole like cooking and cleaning things like that, those are actually just skills and they're learnable.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And another thing I realized, especially, I'm about 7 years into my marriage.
Congratulations.
There's a lot of
Congratulations, yeah.
things. Yeah, man. There's a lot of things that, and I was talking to this with a friend of mine. They actually, like, I mean, she's not watching this, but I hope when she does. I was like, bro, they trainable, bro.
Yeah.
And like, you could teach them a lot of things. I think as a man, you should be patient and especially on things that you're like, especially your expectations that you
Right.
have,
Right.
Yeah.
that they can just learn, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
They can learn how to cook certain recipes, especially things that you grew up really loving.
Yeah.
They can learn that, and depending on y'all's relationship, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna just do this for you. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like a lot of that is learnable. You know what I mean?
And I love that too, because the fact that like, it's a process and it's a bonding in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that. And then let me ask you this: how do you feel about if your friends are hooking up with your exes? Like,
Man,
like where does that
come
line get
on
drawn?
now.
You go ahead, bro.
Man, I feel strongly about this one. Honestly, I think you can't do that. It got to be some type of guy code, especially if we're friends. You're supposed to be my boy.
Yeah.
There's millions of other women in the world, and
Yeah.
out of all the millions, you had to choose my ex.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best you could do. Like you had to do that type of thing. That will start to make me think like,
what was going on when you guys were
exactly.
together?
It's
you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you thinking when I was bringing her around, type of thing? When we was going on vacations together. So that's where my mind starts to go. So I
On the
think
same way too.
Crazy red flag.
In the same token, like it's like I definitely feel that way.
Right.
And then at the same time, I'm like, man, like, you know, I'm not really that's not mine no more.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
But it's just as far as just, you know, character wise, it's a real flaw.
It shows a lot about the character.
If you're broke.
I started thinking about when we were together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
I think it really depends on the situation, because how do you know it wasn't your ex that went after him?
But still, I mean, you should be able to. I mean, this is what I'm saying.
No. I have to disagree because it goes back still with the bro code.
It's bro. How good of friends are we? Like, what is our relationship like? It's
yeah. There's plenty of women out there. I mean, it's just that's what he had to choose. You know what I mean?
Plenty of women out there.
I got a buddy who's didn't back up from my mouth, motherfucker. Man, halitosis in the house, motherfucker.
Why you had to say your H's so hard?
Because you said my mic. I'm trying to melt the fucking foam off real quick. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Capital H's.
Wow.
No, definitely go against bro code for sure, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's besides the point.
If you have no sense of bro code, then I think there's no problem for you.
Yeah. So let me ask you with this: have you guys ever gone out with a friend's ex?
I haven't.
No.
No, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
See, I'm the same way because the fact that like it's more of a morality with me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And loyalty on top of that. You know. And would you guys let your ladies hang out with a lesbian chick?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem. But I mean, it's like still, as long as there's boundaries, like she's being respectable. You know, I trust my woman if she's my woman. You know, but
you gotta know your woman.
It depends.
You gotta know them.
Yeah.
It depends.
In what way?
What I hate to say on what kind of lesbian it is. If it's a dyke, then it's
like a stud, like a mask.
If it's like a stud,
then
I'm like, nah,
that is kind of different. It is different.
True. It's like another dude.
Exactly. Yeah, damn near.
Honestly.
Yeah. You coming in dressed like me, I'm assuming you what?
Hey, because they be coming with it, bro.
Man.
They come with it.
Applying pressure.
Well, it's not,
they do.
Apply pressure.
It's not because the case of letting her. It's like it's really just depends on her. I feel like me personally, I let a female do whatever she wants, but it's your actions that shows how much respect you have for whatever you have going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna force you. Go ahead, baby, do you.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? If
Show
you do you, but
colors.
guess what?
Right.
I'm finna do me. I swear to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
I don't see why it should matter on what type of lesbian. If you don't feel comfortable with your woman around another woman, it shouldn't matter what kind of woman it is.
I mean,
I get that.
I just feel like it's only
preaching.
because it's like if it's one that looks like you, it's like, all right, go ahead. But if one,
like you said, though, you got to know your woman. Yeah, you got to know your woman.
Yeah, and then
like if my girlfriend like she wants to go hang out with, I hate to say it, but just white guys aren't her type. Go ahead, I don't care. Go hang out with Connor.
You know your girl. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Know your girl.
I get it.
And they know me. So
let me ask you this other one. Because the fact that we have moved so far away from traditional women, is that okay if a lady tells you, I want to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom? Because I agree with it. I love it and everything else. But I hate the fact that like now when a woman wants to do that, that's they push this, this equality agenda. You know what I mean? Like I love it. If I want my wife, to be a stay-at-home mom, take care of the babies and everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like two things. Like First of all, yeah, my wife is a stay-at-home mom, and then she gets that all the time, right? And and the second thing is that the whole equality thing is kind of being misconstrued.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we're not gonna say equality is not good.
Yeah.
But what are we talking being equal in?
100%.
Because when you talk about roles, like first of all, just the main foundation, as far as genitals, we're not equal.
Yeah.
We're taken and given, right?
Yeah.
XY and XX chromosomes.
Yeah.
Simple.
Different.
It's really
Exactly.
simple. We are different. That's
Yeah.
not equal. XY does not equal XX.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But as far as equal, the equality comes with respect, mutual respect,
Yeah.
Honor.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about being equal. Of course we want that.
Yeah.
Of course we want equal respect. Of course we want, treating each other equally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as
Right.
far as roles equal, that's
Uh-huh.
what they're trying to misconstrue
That's
and
what I'm
say,
saying.
Exactly.
oh, roles need to be equal, but they're not just saying it fully.
Yeah.
And that's what really there's a disagreement on, but you get getting these
there's
arguments, but people aren't really saying what they're really saying,
Right.
right?
The full scope of it all.
Yeah,
There's
it's
this thing.
more to it. There's, you got to really bring the whole context into it, and then people be like, oh yeah, of course, I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's entertaining to, for especially corporately to make these clashes, and there's a lot of money made off of this, and
We got to stop glamorizing these.
That's it, bro.
This fictation,
Right.
this fictitious,
the narrative is really
I saw-
important.
it really
when it comes
is.
to this.
I saw this
Yeah.
thing, and it was Chris Rock, and
Mhm.
he said that only women, children, and dogs
Uh-huh.
get loved unconditionally.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
like that
A man
one.
does not get love unconditionally until he brings something to the table.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
very valid.
And that is probably I think it's probably one of the hardest pills to swallow, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice but to, you know what I'm saying?
But that's
do it.
role based.
Yeah.
That's role
That's
based.
true.
I'm not trying to bear children.
Uh-huh.
That's her own role, and only she can do that miracle. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna honor her for that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's there. I was watching the show Everybody Hates Chris?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I was watching this little clip on TikTok. And it was Rochelle and Terry Crews character.
Okay.
They were talking, and he said, "When it's my money, it's our money. But if it's your money, it's your money." And that is the 100% that you. Oh my gosh! I showed my uncle that clip, and he was like, "That is how it is."
That's
He's like,
facts.
Yeah.
and he was like, "And I am letting you know now." He
Yeah.
was like, "Whatever you got is y'all's.
Yeah.
Whatever she gets is hers."
That's role based. And if you go to the beginning, like for a lot of things, especially when it comes to these like really hard topics or whatever, I take it back to like square one.
Uh-huh.
Before we had jobs, before we really had societies and all this, big, governments and things like that, all this organization we have, dude got to be out maybe 2-3 days trying to get food
Hunting.
while she's, she needs to keep that baby safe. If she goes out and starts to hunt, because we're talking really hunting,
Yeah.
we're talking about getting money.
Right.
Money's really nothing. That's just something we're using for trade to get food.
Exactly.
So we're hunting when we go to work. Bro.
Yeah.
So like, but back then it's like she's definitely not about to go out, and go hunt
Right.
with a
Yeah.
baby, bro.
Yeah.
She's falling back and she's in the cut, like just waiting. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
protecting.
Yeah.
Right. And somebody needs to go out, the one who can, be like a covering and really be like, I tell my wife, like, man, I'm taking all the pressure as far as like if we are getting attacked,
Uh-huh.
I'm getting in front of that. If there's
Certain roles.
we fail,
Yeah.
I'm the reason that there's a failure, So
And-
like it's that, and that's role based. It's back to being
But I
role
think
based.
too, to add to that, I think that's what makes me feel good, and
Mhm.
and in just in sometimes in men in general, it makes us feel important. It makes us feel that
Yeah.
alpha in us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the same with women. They probably
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that.
if you're playing your role, on the men's side, you
Right.
should feel important, and
Yeah.
she should feel important
Right.
on her role.
Fulfilled in a
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And then what's the craziest hood story you guys have heard?
You said hood story?
Yeah. So like, let me give you one. I was talking to one of my buddies, and he was telling me, he's like, "You ever been laid up with a chick, and you're trying to finish, but that rat is screaming for its life on the sticky trap mat?"
Oh my
Gosh,
God.
that's terrible.
Yeah. I'm like, where is this going on? That there's a rat like stuck on the sticky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro, you need to pack up and
Man,
be out.
getting dome on a mattress with no bed, bro.
Yeah,
like,
on the
you know
floor.
what I'm
On the
saying?
floor.
On the
Yeah.
floor, and wasn't even that fire, but yeah, that was.
He was
super
telling me
heavy, bro.
too. He was like, he was with another chick, And he's like, he's getting it on or whatever the case is, and he's like, I'm looking at the kids' Capri Sun. There's roaches on it, and I'm like, bro, you gotta stop messing with these
little roaches. With dirty, that's the thing. I can't mess with dirty females, bro. That is beyond me. That's just crazy to me because I'm used to my mother being just clean.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But some with the females these days, like I think a lot of them is dirty, and then that also is a sign like, well, how does she
take care of
herself?
Exactly.
You feel me?
You know what I mean?
Like, hold up.
Yeah.
Great red flag right
you
there.
You feel me? That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
That's a big one for me.
Hygiene, crazy.
Hygiene, bro. What? Are you
serious? Clorox goes a long way. Like, I mean, she couldn't throw Clorox.
Soap?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
soap. Even easier than that. Soap. Yeah. And then random shitty fact. I like to throw some shitty facts, on the episode as well. Excuse me, but shit is brown because of the dead red blood cells and bile.
Oh, wow.
And it's mostly bacteria. It's not old food. People actually think it's, I ate this, so this is what's in it. Sometimes, but it's actually mostly bacteria.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy, right? And then what's the craziest thing you guys have done for money?
Well, I'm not proud to say it, but no.
I was about to
say. Man. Honestly, for me, nothing crazy. I mean, just always worked, bro. Like, trying to do shit since I was like 12.
Yeah.
On lines, like, never really done nothing, crazy for cash like that, bro.
I wouldn't say crazy, but like I kept working a job where I'm getting called like racial slurs just over some money. Wow. So and I'm walking outside in the heat of Arizona, knocking on doors. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I took a couple of like peer pressure stuff. Like it was more in school where like jumped off a school bus, like the actual top of the school bus, because a bunch of fellas are like, oh, I'm gonna give you $20. So I'll give you $20 too. I jumped off, sprained my leg, and never got the money. Never got any money of it. But it was because of the fact that we grew up poor. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I heard $20. $20 had me. And then everybody else kept saying, "Oh, I'll add to it." And I didn't get shit out of it other than a spring leg. Man, I was I was hurt and broke at the same time.
I think one of the craziest things for me was when I tried to be the chef for a random extreme mocktails concession stand.
Wait, what is that?
It was a concession stand. So like whenever you go to events, kind of like vending, but like for bigger events, food and stuff, usually it's a concession stand.
Yeah.
And then this lady came into a law settlement and got a bunch of money. She wanted to start her own concession stand. She was going to call it Mocktails. And then me and Jess were her like main people. Jess was the bartender. She came up with all the recipes for the quote unquote mocktails.
Yeah.
And then we were pairing it with food. So I came up with the food menu, half of it being the chef of the company.
Yeah.
And it was an experience. It was an experience. Won't do that again with her ever again. That lady that hired me to do that. But
what part of it was crazy?
The part that was crazy, one of the crazier things was when the last event we did with them, they came down here. We had to buy a bunch of food from the restaurant Depot, and then she rented a I forget what company, but basically like a U-Haul. Like a big U-Haul, and I had to drive that shit from here to Prescott, and I've never like driven anything that big like that. I've done like small U-Hauls, but it was like a big U-Haul because she bought like a cooler on wheels. Like if you go to like a deli cafe or something like that, and you see like they're making your sandwich, like one of those reach-in coolers with the lid on it and shit. So we had that big old, so it had to be a fairly big truck. You know what I mean? I remember the size of it. I want to say maybe like a 20 foot or something like that. But I had to drive that through the fucking desert from here, from like the I-17 and something, all the way into Prescott. And then once we got there, we had to go through and prep all that shit and everything in one day, and expected to be like, this was going to be a lucrative situation. But that shit was just fucking crazy, driving around this big ass truck with fucking all this. Like it's fucking crazy. It was crazy. Crazy.
So before we continue, we're gonna take a quick shit break.
Wait.
But before we do,
anyone ask me how I make my money?
Well, you were going to, and then you said
because Elijah took my mic.
Oh, what was your crazy story?
Yeah, punk. Anyway, better walk away. Nah, I play basketball for money. Oh yeah, I be hustling these little Mexicans out here. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's not crazy though.
It is crazy when if I'm sorry on the west side.
Yeah, I don't know, give or take. But before we continue, we're gonna take a quick shit break. But don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to this channel, and share this video for support. We'll be right back.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's only one name for news. With Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment. A race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back, fuckers. Random thought. Do you know why they give bread at restaurants before you guys eat?
Get you full?
Kind of.
Yeah.
So I'll break it down a little bit. So the theory in the bread, which takes 15 minutes to break down, the sugar in it causes you to get hungrier, causing you to order more food and or dessert. And it is found that when this happens, 90% of customers will order more food because of this.
Interesting.
So if they're offering you more bread and more chips, they're wanting you to order more.
Yeah, I knew nothing in this life is free.
That's a weird one to me. Yeah, honestly, that makes no sense. But dang, but if it's the glucose in there, okay.
Right. Yeah,
interesting.
I won't always eat the chips or the bread. Depends on where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'll do it at Texas Roadhouse just because they have that cinnamon butter. Yeah. That's what does it.
Olive Garden, the breadsticks get me.
Oh my god,
Red Lobster, the cheddar biscuits.
Yeah, I'm not big on the cheddar biscuits.
I like the cheddar biscuits.
You know what I used to like is remember Fazoli's? You guys remember that?
In there.
They had the same thing like the Olive Garden. You know. Yeah. I know, I was showing my age right there. And then the next question: would you guys sign the devil's contract if it meant your family would be good? Devil shows up, I'll get you guys whatever you guys want. Something's gonna happen to you eventually.
Something's gonna happen,
but your family is gonna be set up for life.
Definitely not, because only because of the fact that like it's really not really that hard to get by.
Right.
It's really not worth it like that. Like I think it is, if your perspective is like, nah, there's no other way.
Yeah.
I could see somebody doing that. But like if you understand that it's really actually very easy to just bring in income,
right,
and then take that, and if you just focus and scale that, it's really not, bro. It's really not worth it to me.
It's not worth it. Right.
It just doesn't make no sense to me.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I could do it.
No,
I couldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't sacrifice myself, or you know what I mean, because the fact that like you can get by. I think it's more of the desperation.
Yeah, it's a desperation.
It is.
And kind of being in tunnel vision and like, oh, there's nothing else I could do.
No other option type of thing, right?
But I could see a lot of people doing it nowadays because they want that
instant gratification.
I don't want to be that old head that's gonna be like, oh man, these kids don't want to work, but they don't want to work. You know what I mean? They want to. Yeah, they want to.
I don't want to work no more.
Younger generation does not want to work.
But it makes sense because every next generation is gonna be lazier and also think more and be more innovative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna keep happening. We in the AI right now. And you can have an AI write your paper right now. You can have them write your whole business plan.
Oh, ChatGPT.
You can have them write your whole podcast series, dog.
Literally.
Yeah. Yes. I gotta look onto how to do that because there's some stuff I'm trying to like figure out how to like simplify it a little bit. Yeah. But I do use ChatGPT because sometimes I'll write something up and I'll just try to figure out because I use
how wild is that? Both of y'all use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's not even known.
And I'm thinking it's a secret. I tell my wife, like, hey, babe, I just asked this question. Look, it just wrote copy for my next marketing scheme. Like,
I have a guy at work. He does that at least
instantaneous too.
Crazy, bro.
There's a guy at work. He does it like he has to do these presentations like at least once a week.
Right.
He'll just write a couple keywords.
See,
and he's writing
everything you need.
And then like one of the other guys like, man, this guy's a good speaker. And I'm like, if only he knew.
They only
knew.
Mean? Like I made this T-shirt with artificial intelligence art.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See,
let
me see that.
And that's clean too.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Right. So I got a website too. It's called morecreation.com, and you can go on there and design your own stuff. So I use the artificial intelligence art that I made, put it onto my website, and then boom, created the shirt.
Bro.
Let me ask, who's on that shirt?
Honestly, like I said, it's an artificial intelligence based painting. So how I got this image, I typed in a happy rich black man staring off to the seas of Venice.
Boom, it's all about the prompt.
Yeah, literally, it's all about the prompt. Yeah.
But it'd be dope if you change his face and put your face on there.
See, I could do that.
Yeah.
You know
Now,
what I mean?
they got it. Yeah, they got it.
I mean,
That's cold though, bro. Props to you for that, bro. That's crazy, bro. Wow.
What's it ends? Tell me again, where can they do that at?
Oh, on my website, morecreation.com. Not creations with the S. We couldn't afford the S. Morecreation.com.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's dope. That's dope. And what is one thing that if your partner found out about you, they would leave you?
Oh, that's a good one.
I poop in the shower.
That's kind of weird.
Pooping in the shower is crazy.
I mean, you're killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I've never. You're the first person I've ever known to
got
shit
like
in
a
the
big drain. Like,
I know.
Crazy.
And the thing that I say, the reason why it's wild about it is because the fact that you have to clean those drains because those females, they be shedding like crazy.
Yeah, but once the water gets mixed in with the poop, it just
that's
becomes
different.
diarrhea.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm trying to think, man. I've pretty much told my lady everything just because of how deep we're into it right
she
now.
Still accepts you for who you are.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Beautiful.
Like, yeah, man. Because I want to make sure she accepts me for who I am.
Right.
So I got to tell her who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like the bad and the good. So like.
People be trying to hide who they are and wonder why this shit don't work out.
You know?
I've been very open with my wife and even with my kids too.
I was just gonna say that even with my kids, bro, I tell them my flaws, bro.
Yeah.
That way they're like, nah, because I think there's a resentment that happens when we first of all with the relationship. You know, I think there's a resentment, or it's just gonna end like if they're just holding that, like they know something about you that they don't like. But then with kids, there's a resentment because when they find out your flaws by themselves without you telling them, they're like, bro, you was trying to like,
lied to me.
You know what I'm saying? You was trying to like coach me. I thought you was perfect this whole time, right? So nah, we're not playing that.
And I do it too because of the fact that I need them to understand by experience. I need them to use me as experience.
That will help them with their experience.
Yeah, like my son was like, he's like, oh, I just he's like, no. The conversation was, he's like, you know, I don't know, because he's gonna be in 6th grade next year. And he was like, he's like, oh man, he's like, pretty soon I'm gonna be my high school graduation. I'm like, this is why it's important for you. Whether, you know, whatever you do after high school, you know, I'll support you, you know, I'll encourage you and everything else. I'm like, but at least get, you know, your diploma, because I didn't. He's like, you didn't graduate? I'm like, no, like things worked out in my life that I wasn't, you know, fortunate to graduate.
Right.
I went back and got my, you know, my GED.
Right.
And, you know, I did some college and everything else, but I wasn't fortunate enough. I wasn't self-disciplined enough to, you know, to stick with it, whatever the case is.
Yeah. For example, for me, like, I went to prison for a DUI. I had an aggravated DUI.
Yeah.
It was bad. Driving the wrong way, right? I had like blacked out, all that, right? So anyway, I went to prison, came back. It was like 4 months.
Yeah.
But when I came back, my wife she kept saying, oh yeah, your daddy's back from vacation. She kept saying vacation, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, babe, yeah, just tell him I went to prison. It's nothing. And because I wanted to let him know, like, if you do this, this happens. You feel me? Like,
consequences,
and tell them there's consequences, so they're not thinking, like, especially my son right now, like, and you might have seen this as well, like with young boys, like he's 4 right now, they think they're like untouchable.
Right.
You know what
Invincible,
I'm saying?
man.
Invincible, bro. So like if you let them know like reality, I always stress that, like, let's just give them reality, because then they just have that perspective and they just understand the big picture and like, nah, there's a cost to everything. You know what I mean? And also if there's anything I want, there's gonna be a cost to getting that.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, they don't have a lot of people right now that are completely grown that didn't get that. They have completely crazy expectations. And then they're just doing dumb shit.
Right.
And they're glamorizing it too.
And they're glamorizing it. And it's because their parents just didn't give them reality and let them know, like, nah, bro, like, hey, you do that dumb shit, you're gonna end up here.
Yeah.
You know.
So let me tell you a story, because I knew, so we have a family member who hasn't been in the picture in a while, or whatever. My son hasn't seen this person, you know, in a while. And I was watching a video that got presented to me, and this family member, she ended up getting really bad on drugs. She looked like, you know, how she first looked. Now she looks like, you know,
how she looked.
She looks after drugs, after coke, after crack, after a lot of it. And my son's like, who's that? I broke it down. I'm like, this is, you know, so-and-so. And he's like, well, why does she look like that? Drugs. He's like, well,
Simple.
What kind of drugs? It doesn't matter what kind of drugs. Eventually, you know, it's all going to eat at you. And this is what happens. This is the reason why When I'm telling you, drugs is not to be glamorized. It's what happened.
Yeah.
And it's a scary thing. But I mean, I have to agree with you on that. I had to tell a story too on my I kind of shared the similar situation where I blacked out and got a DUI and went to jail and stuff like that. We went to a strip club and I used to like shave my head. I used to get a fade and everything else. It wasn't completely shaved, but it was just more of a fade. I used to go there. Strippers used to think I was a cokehead. I used to run with it because the fact that I get all the play, I get all the attention. I take my cousins, I take whoever, and they'd be like, they think I was a celebrity. I'm like, nah, it's just they think I have coke.
Dead.
And they asked for my numbers, like and I would like tease them. I'd be like, yeah, like I'm gonna call you later, and they'd be hitting me up all throughout the week and everything else.
Oh, you a goon.
And well, there was one night in particular, I probably had like 5 females on me, whatever the case is. My cousin had 2 of them. They thought I was gonna hook them up, whatever the case is. I had free alcohol coming in. We're leaving the spot, and the bouncer's like, "Hey, like, let me get you a taxi," because they didn't have Ubers back then. And I was like, "All right, cool." And then my cousin's like, "No, you're good. You could drive." And I was like, I thought about it. Like, you know what? Like, I am good. And I told her, like, nah, just hold off on the taxi. I got in the car. We didn't even make it a block. Ended up blacking out. Not just me, but he blacked out as well. Wow. We ended up hitting a gate, crashing out. The gate ended up wrapping inside the car. Like, my leg was like right here and the wire was like right there. Could have easily taken off my leg and everything else. Man. I woke up, finally realized there's all these homeless people that are coming to help us out and this and that. And my cousin's like, we gotta run. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna call the cops on myself. You know, I'm gonna own up to this. That was one of my human moments where I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna own up to this. Wow. I called the cops on myself. My cousin's like, he's so drunk, he like runs like maybe like 10 feet, goes on the street, falls asleep.
Wow.
The cops come and the cops are like, you know, like what happened? I was like, drinking and driving. They're like, you called the cops on yourself? I'm like, yeah, I fucked up. Like,
never
you know,
heard this.
Because the fact that I didn't hit nobody, because the fact that like it's just my car, like I know I'm gonna get in trouble for DUI, but I'm gonna own up to my responsibilities. It was one of those moments. I don't know what happened. It just impacted me. Whatever the case is. The cop
says a lot about you.
The cop said, you know what? I can get you for aggravated DUI.
Yeah, aggravated.
They let me go home. I ended up going home the same night. I kid you not. They didn't even get me for aggravated. They got me just for regular DUI. I spent like one night in jail. Like they didn't even get me for. The cop told me, he's like, I can get you for 10 different charges. He's like, I'm only gonna get you for drinking and driving.
Facts. What about the property damage?
And I can get property damage.
Get the hell out of here.
Kid you not. Yeah.
Hey man, that's legendary.
Yeah. I have like 10 different stories where it all ended up with me drinking and driving. But I learned my lesson, and God forbid, because of the fact that I didn't hit nobody, hurt nobody. Like that was a blessing.
You kept it real.
Yeah.
And you kept it real too.
Yeah. I was drinking one time and I seen cops next to me, and I'm stupid, you know, machismo, whatever. Decided to, I'm gonna raise some. My cousin's like, what are you doing? Rev the gas, and the cops like looking at me like, are you serious?
Gas,
Light hit green. I was drunk on top of that. Fucking took off. The cop pulls me over right away, and the cop's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm sorry, I got excited, adrenaline, whatever the case is. He's like, you been drinking? Like, nah, I just got excited. Like, I just wanted to see if you know, to kind of play around with it. You know, and let me go. Did you not let me go? I know. I have a ton of stories. I did donuts in front of what's the school? Trevor Brown.
Okay.
I did donuts. I was dating my girlfriend at the time. I was trying to show off in front of her. She had her sister with her. I had a buddy of mine, and we had a car full of beer. Like we were drinking and driving and stuff like that.
And donuts.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show you something. So there I go. You know, had the music system, I had the system bumping or whatever the case is, and my lady's in the car. I'm spinning it. All of I see headlights in front of me. I see cop lights in back of me. I've never seen so many cop cars. Literally, they parked. They had their guns draws and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes, like it was like I was like, I'm going to jail. I'm gonna go to jail for a while because my buddy I think he was 20, 21. I was 21. My girl was, I think 20, 19 or something like that. So her and her sister were both underage.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm fucked. Like this is it.
It's over.
The girl cop comes up. The other guy's like, you know, interviewing everybody, and he's like, you guys been drinking? And the girl's like, yeah, we kind of were. And then they asked me, were you drinking? And I was like, nah, not really. I'm like, but I'm just trying to get him home. I'm like, I got excited. I was trying to show off in front of her.
I'm trying to get him home. I'm just going to this vortex.
Yes, right. Like there was no excuse. Like they could have, you know, like I was just stupid with the story.
I'm weak.
And they end up, the girl's like, tell me you're an asshole. I was like, I was an asshole. Like I'm just trying to show off for this girl, you know, I was trying to take her home for the night. And then she's like, tell me you're gonna take him home. I was like, take him home. She's like, you go home. She's like, I'm gonna be watching you all the way until you go home. I took him home, went to sleep.
See, I just wish cops were just always like that, because what they did right there was treat you as a human.
Right.
And just, you know what I'm saying, relate to you.
Yeah.
and then guide you home. Like that's really what they're actually meant to be for.
Yeah,
really. That's what they're meant to be for.
Yeah, like, it's a different time now.
Totally different.
Kind of.
I mean,
it's always been like that. You know what I mean? That's why I had to revert back to my statement.
But you get lucky, bro. You do get some people that are gonna treat you like a human. But that's very rare.
Yeah,
very rare.
I had to go off on a tangent, but I had to tell you that because I was thinking about that. I was like, every now and then I think about it, but
that's wild.
And what are you guys doing or saying if you catch a homie checking out your lady?
What's up with you, bro? What's going on?
Yeah. I think that kind of goes back into the original statement from earlier too.
No loyalty, no bro code.
Yeah.
Definitely did that. Yeah.
You had to check them?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. Exactly. It's like,
you had to check one before?
Yeah, but the dope part, even the doper part is that my lady came to me. And I saw some, but then my lady came to me and was like,
"Hey,
oh, that's
so you know,
when your lady make it the parent,
yeah,
she's a keeper.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is now time to talk about confessions.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't own the rights to that song, so I got to put that out there.
But not own the rights to that song.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about confessions. This confession comes in and it says, this one says, I was sick and tired of someone drinking my coffee cream all week. And so I decided that simply talking to them about it wasn't enough. So to get back at them, I decided to replace the coffee cream with my breast milk.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah, what are you guys doing if this is you?
Drinking
every sip? I don't know about drinking every sip.
I hear it's sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet. Yeah,
we drink cow titties.
Yeah,
I gotta taste it. Everyone keeps telling me that it's sweet. Now I gotta find out.
It is sweet. So one of the things that I did with my kids is we did the milk test. We tried every single milk you could think of, from oat milk to cashew milk to almond milk, pistachio milk, every milk you could think of, cow's milk, which is like really thick. It's not really good. It's not pasteurized, whatever case is. But but we tried breast milk and it is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's?
What's that?
Who's breast?
Oh, it's my wife's. She was breastfeeding at the time, so yeah.
So you just lined it all up.
Yeah. If not, I'm pretty sure I probably could have hit up like
little milk flight.
Yeah. Here, take this. And
that's crazy. Not in the coffee.
Yeah, not in the coffee. I mean, I don't know because just mix it with the
taste
coffee.
It really,
yeah. If anything, he's gonna be asking for that breast milk now.
You're like, man, that was good. I don't know who made that coffee.
Yeah, it started a fetish or something. Here's another one. I gotten into a heated argument with my wife for not helping me around the house. We went to bed angry and come morning prepared her lunch to take to the office as an apology. Only when she took a bite of that sandwich did she realize this was not an apology sandwich. I actually left the plastic on the cheese slice and even wrote a Post-it note and put in the sandwich, sorry, not sorry. It's kind of weird. This dude's a bozo.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going to do that? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird.
Petty.
Yeah. And the last one, I took a girl out I met on a dating app, and when we met at this new expensive restaurant, while tipping is important, the service is so bad that I felt as if we shouldn't leave a tip, if only to make a point. We ended up leaving a decent tip, but left it in the bottom of the cup of water that was left over. The bills would be soaking wet. Have you guys ever, what do you guys think? It really is, you know what I mean? Like, because she's still getting her tip, you know what I mean? Like, it's just showing your stupidness.
That's stupid. If you're a smart waiter, you'll just go get a bus tub and swipe everything into the bus tub.
I mean, and then they have some of those heater things or whatever. They can just put the money on. Like, it's just a waste of your own time and energy.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
you can put it in the warmer window. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. So I thought that was dumb. How are you guys on tipping?
I'm pretty good.
What's the rule on tipping? Or actually, let me rephrase the question. Do you guys tip on to-go orders?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. I think I'm doing like a 20% minimum, but like the other thing is because I've been a waiter, I've been working in restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like a minimum, just for the fact of like what they're going through and like they're underpaid.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times, especially if you're talking just servers in general.
Yeah.
To go, I mean,
I about to say that's a little different.
Yeah,
it is a little different.
And then what about what about the like these drive-through spots? You know, I mean, the fact that they like, the coffee spots, the shake spots, like
the Dutch Bros type of people.
Yeah. Like they want, because
they will for sure put that little tablet in front of your face.
They're whipping something up for you though.
Yeah,
they're whipping something up. They're craftsmen. They're craftsmen,
For the coffee spots, I usually do. To-go orders, I usually do. It really depends on the situation. If
I can't do to-go orders. I think I'm really paying. I'm tipping for the service. So like with the Dutch Bros,
true.
Yeah, like they're giving you that good service.
Right.
They're interacting with you. They talking with you.
Yeah.
At the restaurants. You know
It's give or take for me because of the fact that sometimes they'll come out of their way like, oh, I added extra this or I made sure this was done.
Oh
yeah, they'll
do
above and beyond.
They'll do like this. Like
going above and beyond.
I think I was at Subway. No, I was at some restaurant the other day, and they was like, oh, they was like, do the tip thing. They was like, no pressure. I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah. They gotta chill with that. They gotta chill with that. I think that's obnoxious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
When they kind of put it out like that, I think it's
put it
just
right
like,
in your face.
If it, you know what I'm saying. If I'm that person, I'm gonna do it. Don't try to tell me.
Force me.
Yeah. I went out with Jimmy one time and they did that to him, and then they grabbed the back of Jimmy's neck, and Jimmy was like, "Daddy," and I was like, "No, dude, we're at a restaurant. Like, calm down." Yeah.
Man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they grabbed Jimmy in the back of his neck and like they forced it in his head, and then Jimmy's like, "Daddy!" Like he screamed out, "Daddy!" I was like, I don't know, maybe it was like a BDSM thing kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chill,
Talking about the tipping the to-go people.
Yeah. It was weird because after he said "Daddy," he kind of moaned a little bit. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Big Jim.
Yeah.
Big Jim.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, with the tipping of the to-go people though, you gotta think about like, do you tip your server more if it's a restaurant where they package up your leftovers?
No, I tip them just a tip.
At some restaurants, they'll take your plate and they'll go pack up your leftovers for you. Some places
I do like
just
that.
drop the boxes at your table.
When they drop the boxes, that low key, like,
what I'm saying,
because I've got the service of them putting it in. I'm like, oh, bet, okay.
Yeah.
But now that
So
I'm
now
done,
spoiled. Yeah,
it's just like.
But I'm saying, are you?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, are you tipping extra because they did that? Because I'm saying, like, if you're not doing that, then why are you tipping the to-go guy?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that might influence the tip for sure.
Yeah. This next segment, we're gonna test out smash or pass. I'm gonna try this new thing to see how it works, but I'm gonna give two options and you guys got to pick. Britney Spears or Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy's the comedian, big girl.
I was about to say, can we pull up Brittany Murphy?
Pull up
Brittany Murphy. She's dead now. She was the one in 8 Mile as Eminem's.
Hold on.
Brittany Murphy, pull her up.
Yeah. You got to pull her up because Britney Spears. We talking about prime Brittany.
No, we're talking about right now. We're talking about right now.
Okay, I'm about to say we talking about now,
and we're talking about Brittany Murphy right now.
Oh no! Oh wait, right now.
I think we should go prime.
I think we should go prime.
No, we're talking about right now.
If we talking now, I'm going here.
Because you get crazy or you get dead.
Let me see.
Oh, well, I'm gonna take the dead girl.
Okay, let's say prime. Let's say prime.
I'm not choosing Britney Spears.
Brittany Murphy. What is she? Is she an actress or?
She used to be. Yeah. She overdosed. She was in 8 Mile.
She was in 8 Mile.
She was in
Clueless. Was that his lady?
Yes, it was lady.
Okay.
I don't know. I would do Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I would have done Britney Spears.
Scene where he walked up to the studio.
Okay.
That always got me messed
up.
Nah, she low key did have
that
crying,
bro.
That
hurt me, bro.
I was hurt for him.
That hurt me, bro.
I was hurt for him.
You ain't lying. Definitely Britney. We going prime, Britney.
Okay. If we're doing prime, what are we picking?
I walk up,
prime.
I'm sorry.
I'm still gonna have to go. Old girl from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what about Halle Berry or Haley Bailey? Or Halle Bailey.
Come on, man.
Really?
Nah.
Really?
If you would said that to like a younger generation, like
no, but she's of age though, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, but that's like apples and oranges.
Oh, okay, I guess so. Yeah.
Show me the second one. But when you said Halle Berry, it was done for me. But show me the second person.
She's a Little Mermaid girl.
You about to see?
Is that the new?
Yeah.
Okay, she would know, but I don't know.
No, it got to be Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Nah, she does look
Halle Berry, bro.
Yeah,
Halle Berry. I ain't gonna lie.
Experience. We're going with experience, baby.
Yeah, and
she looks like a kid to me, bro.
Yeah.
Me too. She like 21, but she still look like a kid.
Low key, man.
She's cute though.
She's a girl playing the 16-year-old sister in whatever sitcom.
Oh, no,
when she really like 24 years old, but she's playing the 16-year-old.
Yeah, she can for sure play a high schooler right now.
She actually just picked up a new role from Oprah. They're redoing the Color Purple.
Color Purple.
She's gonna do that.
She's gonna do it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I heard it's a musical too, so
I hope not.
Halle Berry for sure. Hands down.
That was kind of my negative with the Little Mermaid because they made it too Broadway-esque. You know what I mean?
Like they should have that on that too.
Yeah.
Color Purple was dark, bro. Did you see the original?
Yes,
Color Purple?
that's what I'm saying.
They're trying
to rent that.
I think they're trying to bring it up now.
Yeah, they're trying to kind of make it more like happy.
Yeah, it's not as.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
bro, that movie was so dark. I was so scared, bro. Like Danny Glover had me spooked, bro.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, have you seen the original?
I've seen the original.
Oh my god,
yeah.
She looked long too.
But I'm just wondering. I'm wondering because we're in a different time.
Yeah,
and they like to PG it up.
Yeah,
and they like to water it down.
They
like
gonna water it down for sure.
Should have had Jordan Peele do it, bro.
Ooh,
that'd be funny.
That'd be cold.
Yeah,
yeah. But no, Halle Berry for sure.
Yeah.
Halle Berry.
Okay. Jason Momoa or The Rock Johnson.
Chill, Brody. Are you wildin'?
We talking about a fight though? It gotta be Jason Momoa.
I want to live to see the next day, so I'll choose Jason Momoa.
I'm going The Rock. I think he can handle me.
Yeah.
I mean, you are 7'10".
Yeah.
You gotta have somebody big to handle somebody big.
Yeah. Okay, here goes the real one. Here goes the real one. Jessica Biel or Jessica Alba?
Ooh, Jessica Alba, bro.
The first one? I gotta see the first one.
Jessica Biel.
She don't ever age.
Yeah,
Jessica Alba is like that though.
Yeah, Jessica Biel was in.
Jessica Biel is fit, bro.
Yeah,
okay, now I gotta see what she looked like.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going Alba.
Remember
bro.
Jessica Biel? What was she?
What is she?
Seventh Heaven, I think.
Okay, Seventh Heaven, but then she's also in some
else.
movies though. She was in a couple movies, some big movies.
I think she's like in a recent movie.
I think so. I think she's like a
yeah.
Power Mom or something like that.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
Netflix movie. Yeah.
Nah, Jessica Biel is fit, bro.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba was like that's like a crush. That's
Yeah.
Like
Jessica Alba don't age either.
Yeah.
Man,
that shit is crazy.
She's got like her own like.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, she's like that girl next door kind of thing.
Still look like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking that. That's a wife.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, and then
God damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The next one, the last one before we go on to the next segment. A sub sandwich or the sandwich guy. The sub sandwich guy. What's the Subway guy?
It used to be Jared.
Jared, yeah, that Jared guy, yeah.
And then
or the Quiznos dude?
Or a sub sandwich, an actual sub sandwich.
I'm taking the sub, bro.
Taking the sub.
Sub.
Is it a toasted sub?
It could be however sub you want it to be.
'Cause nobody wants cold roast beef.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Cold roast beef, my God.
I knew somebody's gonna get it sooner or later.
I got it. I just
Lord help us.
You don't get no roast beef.
I'm gonna sing a song for you.
All right, and we're now down to our last segment. How smart are you guys?
Oh,
well, you
I'm ready
played
for
this
that.
before,
and I almost got every single one
Yeah.
right. I think I did the best.
Yeah.
This is a setup. This is setup.
Oh, snap. Here we
How
go.
smart are you?
This is setup, bro.
Actually,
Man,
see, the whole thing is it's not even really based on like being smart or
I
anything
got
else.
common sense, man.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
We're gonna say that.
Okay.
I got
Talking
common
about.
sense, man.
Okay.
Talking about
How many continents are there, and can you name them?
7.
Asia.
Can
You
I
got
name
7.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Asia,
Africa.
right? Africa, yep. Shit. Obviously, North America.
South America.
There you go.
Antarctica.
Yes.
Antarctica. Yeah.
Okay.
South America.
Can we say Europe?
Yes.
Okay.
One more.
Can we say
Good day, mate.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
It is.
It's all 7. Yep.
Did we get 7?
Got
Okay, we got 7.
seven.
All right.
Yep,
Yeah.
got all 7.
Is it called Jiffy or Jif peanut butter?
Jif.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You trying
That was-
to Mandela effect us right now?
A little
bro?
bit, yeah.
Nah,
It's just a whole collab of different stuff.
No, Jiffy's the cornbread. I know
Yeah.
my cornbread.
I know my cornbread.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
You almost got us.
Cornbread.
Get your cornbread.
What is Julio Caesar famous for?
Selling drugs.
Julio Caesar.
Julio Caesar. He was a dictator.
I'm about to say
Was he?
I'm about to say
Dictator.
boxer.
Yeah.
Dictator?
He's a dictator.
For where?
I know
Well-
I know who you talking about though. You talking
So
about
here's
what
the
is it?
thing.
he fought like 100 and some fights too.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There's 3 different options you can give.
Okay.
1 and 2 is actually a good answer. The third one you can actually use is he was the farmer that fought for farming rights.
He was
Cesar Chavez. I
Yeah.
know Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name was Julio Cesar.
Julio Caesar Chavez. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Okay, I just knew about Cesar Chavez.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. The next one is: does the Monopoly man have glasses, a monocle, or nothing?
There's a monocle.
No monocle on him.
You sure?
Yep.
You guys are both
Monocle.
wrong.
What? He has
No,
none.
he got
He's
the
a monocle or
monocle.
none.
You don't have anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's
okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Peanut. I'm thinking
I
about.
just played
Yes,
last week too,
that's
man. I
right.
should have got that.
Yeah,
That's Mr.
That's
Peanut.
my game.
That's where everybody gets them confused by. How many?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut.
How many seconds are there in a year?
Stop it.
125,000. Look.
Let me find
Damn.
that.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, that wasn't it. It was supposed to be the yeah.
125,600 minutes. I got the minutes. I just need the seconds.
31,536,000.
No, you guys are both wrong.
No, I actually Googled.
I was looking for a different sound. That's why. You want to know the answer?
How many?
What's the answer?
A lot.
12
How
Wait,
many
what?
seconds?
seconds.
Are in a
Like
year?
SEs, like seconds, like the number 2 and then ND.
How many seconds are in a year?
Yeah.
And what was the answer?
12.
12
There's 12. There's 2s in every month.
Oh, how many seconds?
Yeah.
seconds.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
him.
That makes sense.
Got
Okay,
him.
12 of
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a whole to try to trick you.
I
into-
got you. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay. When does 10 plus 3 equal 1?
When you're stupid.
When does 10 plus 3 equal 1? It doesn't.
It does. I'll tell you that. Think about
Damn,
time.
Brody.
When does 10 plus 3?
Oh, I know.
What is
when
it?
When it's 11
scared
o'clock.
me, Jimmy.
It's like when it's 10 o'clock.
There you go. There you go.
Boom. Yeah, 13.
On the
13th
clock.
hour.
Yeah.
Okay,
On the
you
clock.
got me on that one.
That's a good one.
Yep. And that, my friends, is the show. To all the viewers out there, thank you for tuning in and supporting. I want to thank my guests Tamira and Ty for showing love and coming through the show. I appreciate it. And as we wrap up the show, I want to give a huge shout out to you guys. Is there anything you guys want to plug?
I mean, I do got an event coming up next Friday, June 9th from 6:30 to 9:30. I'm
6 to 9.
6:30 to 9:30. Doors open at 6. I'm
Yeah.
having a wine tasting and painting presentation.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to properly teach people how to wine taste. We go through all the different types of wines. I have a live artist, and she step-by-step shows people how to make a masterpiece.
Yeah. I do want to point out, if you guys don't wait, get it now because the fact that the slots are filling. Like there's
Yes, it's a
limited spots
very
available now.
Intimate event.
Where?
It's
Yeah.
going to be where my studio is located in downtown Phoenix. It's off
Okay.
of 12th Street in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like 4 or 5 tickets left since I last checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And June what?
June 9th, which is next Friday.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
I got a event coming June 18th. It's a credit workshop.
Uh-huh.
So basically, we're going over personal credit, business credit, and it's basically at your own pace. So wherever you are in a credit game and whatever you're trying to learn, we're going to talk about that. And my ad is a CTS credit, so Cotton Tree Strong, CTS credit on Instagram, Thai credit guy on TikTok.
Okay. Yeah. And then anything else you guys want to plug?
So
Where can they find you at? Like,
you can find me on Instagram, T_more MOORE 55. And then my business page is More Visual Studio, visuals with the S at the end, studio.
Okay. Perfect. Gotcha. I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope you guys all had fun out there. I thank you all for kicking the shit with us and having fun. To the voice with the choice, Mr. Dip, we got Jimmy and Elijah Watts for Generations
Shout
Lee.
out Jimmy.
Yeah, so and all the viewers out there and everybody in here. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If not, who gives a shit? Please also check out One Love on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a good night. Spread love. We're out. Boom.